What's going on? Nicole Murray, Pop Crush Nights, here with the lovely Ed Sheeran. So thanks for taking the time, and I'm going to start off with a quick congrats. I know you're now a father.
Thank you. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's the best.
How would you describe parenting? 3 words.
Uh, oh God, I don't know in 3 words, but I think the thing that I've realised with it, speaking to my friends who are parents and my parents, is like no one actually knows what they're doing. You know, it's you learn every day of how to parent. I feel like if I'm lucky enough to have a second kid, I'll be like, oh, I know you spend the first bit being so like nervous and like, can I do this? And like, yeah. So I think that's the thing that I've learned is it's not like you suddenly become a parent and you're instantly like in the know and know what to do. It's just a gradual process.
Would you say there's been any crazy parenting moments that you and your wife just looked at each other and was like, how are we going to do this?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, especially in the early months of not sleeping, you have moments where you don't really know what's going on, what the time is, what day it is, what week it is. But you know, she's in. Thankfully, my daughter's in like a routine now, and it's. I mean, we just come to America, so it's sort of flipped the routine out, and she's a bit jet lagged. But yeah, it's good.
Well, congrats again.
Thank you so much.
I hear she cries at your music.
No, I know this has been something that I know that has come out. No, she doesn't really cry at my music. I've just like had a couple of occasions. I sing to her in the kitchen when we're like making her dinner or whatever, and sometimes when I sing too loud, she cries.
I was gonna say, because is it a cry of like, that's so beautiful?
No, I don't think she's there yet. I don't think she's there yet. No.
Okay. Well, welcome back from your hiatus. What was it like actually having downtime?
Do you know, you spend like 3 years on tour and your life goes on pause, and all of my family and friends' life is still on play. And then when tour's finished, I kind of come back into it and I play catch up for a bit. So it's been nice to play catch up, get settled, live at home, be married, you know, like learn how to cook. I learned Italian, which it was something I bought a house in Italy like maybe like 5 years ago, and every time I go there, they're like, have you learned yet? And I'm like, nope. And I just felt like it was time to show my respects and actually learn the language.
Any specialty dish that you've like perfected yet?
Do you know what? Yeah. So probably. I mean, my kind of like flagship dish is just fajitas. Like my fajitas are like the one thing that I do. But my wife is an amazing cook, but fajitas are the one thing I can do better than her. That's like the only thing.
As long as one of you can cook, that's all that matters.
Yeah, well, she grew up cooking like every day with her parents, and it's been nice actually, like being off tour and being settled, because I mean, there's not really the tradition of it in America, but in England, the Sunday roast is like a sacred tradition where you roast a chicken, you make roast potatoes, and you know, have greens and veg and Yorkshire puddings and stuff like that. So that's my job every Sunday, is to make the roast. So I've got the chicken. I've kind of put a lemon up its bum and some what do I do? Rosemary, and yeah, it's been good.
All right. In regards to the hiatus, why did you decide to come back now?
To be honest, like I was basically going to come back last year until my wife told me she was pregnant, and it was just, I wanted to, I think the first, like, I mean, my daughter's almost 10 months now, but that first bit, all of my friends have missed that because they were working. They kind of go straight back to work. So I just wanted to make sure that I was present. And I mean, thankfully, my wife's able to work remotely, and sort of she's here in Los Angeles with us now. But it just felt like the right time. The UK's was, I mean, America's opening up as well, but the UK was starting to open up. Gigs not too far away, like they're having like small shows there now, and I feel like my whole career is so live centric that to release an album and not be able to play any of it live would be, I feel a mistake. So I was kind of just like, it just all sort of fell into place at the right time.
Yeah. Well, No Time Like the Present, the new single, I'm hearing it's a lot different than anything you released before. What would you say influenced the new sound?
The world opening up. the world opening up. I basically had a first single. It was kind of like lo-fi, but depressing, but sad, and it was always going to come out in June. And then England announced it was opening up in June, and I was like, do I want to put this out at a time where people are actually going to want to be happy and upbeat? And so I went in the studio and created a song that I feel like fits in with the mood. It's good.
So for the fourth studio album, can we expect, some songs high, some songs low, or is it all going to kind of be based off the same influence that this first lead single is going to be?
No, the first single is like nothing sounds like that on the album. It's like Shape of You in the sense of it, and Sing on Multiply in the sense of it's like a curveball. That
okay.
I feel like in my career I've like ticked so many boxes of songs that like I can't do that box that I've ticked again, if that makes sense. Like if I just came out with like Shape of You again, people would be like, come on dude, you just did that. So it's like, it's a sound I've never done, but then the album is it's my sound and songs, and the album's just a reflection of, I haven't released a solo record in 4 years, and a lot's happened in 4 years. When Divide came out, I was 26, and it was really, my life was totally different, and I feel like there's been lots of ups and downs in the last 4 years that were reflected on this record.
How far along with the fourth studio album are you?
Oh, done. Mixed, done. I think my thing with albums is I have a lot of friends that even like early stages of my career that would like have an album and they were making it, and they would make a like amazing single and then be like, this has to come out now, and put it out, and then suddenly that single would like blow up, and they'd be like then doing promo, doing gigs, and not finishing the record. So my rule has always been finish the record and then start your promo, just so all your ducks are in order and you're just ready to go.
Can we expect that album sometime this summer?
It's not this summer, no, it's not this summer. But the single will be hopefully enough for people for the summer. But I think we're going to announce the album in not that it comes out in September, we're going to announce with another song around that time, I think.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to finish up. I saw you redo the routine with Courtney Cox.
Oh, yeah.
Who do you think did it better, you or David Schwimmer?
Oh, definitely David Schwimmer. Definitely. It's the facial expression that's hard to do, and he is so he's just a comic genius. But yeah, definitely him. But I will say I was so honoured that Courtney wanted to do it with me, because it's such a important, integral, cultural friends moment that I was like, for her to ask me to do it was I felt honoured. I also felt like I couldn't get it wrong, but I don't think I did much worse. I think it was all right. People seem to like it, but no one thinks I was better than Schwimmer, obviously.
It was amazing, and I died of laughter when you couldn't catch her. It was just the perfect thing we needed in 2021.
Thank you so much.
But thanks so much for taking the time. I can't wait to hear your new stuff. It's really good to have you back.
Thank you, and yeah, thanks for taking the time. I'm sorry it's on Zoom and this can't be in person, but hopefully see you. I'm back in America every month now, so hopefully we do something.
Hopefully the in-person stuff kicks off soon. So,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely.
Well, it was great to virtually meet you. Thanks so much for hanging with Pop Crush Nights.